You've decided you want to start a nutritionist career. More specifically, you want to become an online nutritionist, but you need to know where to start from zero, and I've got you. The first step with starting an online nutrition career from zero includes focusing on marketing. There's two types of marketing. Now, you might be more familiar with what's called traditional marketing, and that includes anything like flyers, posters, in-person marketing, even billboard ads are all considered traditional marketing, and that's how most people in the last several decades have been able to grow a business. That's how most small businesses start. As an online nutritionist, you're going to want to leverage more modern ways of marketing. This would be called digital marketing. So an online nutritionist can succeed and save time in their schedule when you start using landing pages, could be a website, webinars, social media marketing. It could also include SEO, email marketing. So all types of modern marketing, also called traditional marketing, allow you to have a greater reach. Now you can combine both traditional and modern marketing approaches, but if you want to grow your nutrition career online, you're going to need to learn how to market online. And luckily, I walk you through step by step so that you don't have to do it alone, because it can feel overwhelming with a lot of different options, from building a website to focusing on search engine optimization to social media. But when you're starting from zero, you just need to focus on one thing at a time. The second most important piece with starting an online nutrition career from zero includes those business logistics. Now, I know before you fall asleep, bear with me, that includes a business entity. So with your state, you're going to want to register your business. Now, a lot of you can do this online, and it's pretty simple when you log on to your state's government website. There are a lot of different options for how you can register a legal entity, and it will cost some money, a nominal fee, but you will need to make sure that you are legally legitimate. Now, after making sure you've registered a business entity and decided what business entity you want to start with, you'll then want to have a few legal documents, such as a contract, which protects both you and your client with any services you're providing. Now, there's a lot of different types of contracts, and it can depend on what service or product you're selling. And I do have a link below with an affiliate list from our lawyer, who I also use with our team and our clients. And so you can use and purchase any one of her contracts to help you get set up. The other aspect, after setting up your legal entity and registering and then getting an appropriate contract to match the product or service you're selling, the next step would include separating business banking from personal. Now, I know that this can feel really overwhelming, especially when you're first starting, but you can start with a simple Excel sheet. Now, you can either open a separate banking account, which is what I strongly suggest, or you can make sure that you have earmarked and you're clearly distinguishing what monies are coming in from the business or not. The easiest way to do this would be to separate a business account from a personal account and have some kind of simple tracking sheet so that you're aware of the expenses you're incurring, such as paying for your business entity, paying for any contracts, paying for any continuing education or development with starting and growing your business. My favorite part about how to start an online nutrition career from zero is focusing on your brand. Now, the reason I love this topic is because it's such an iterative process to build your brand, and I do see a lot of nutritionists like you overcomplicating it. But I want to remind you that it's a process. So starting with something really simple and building with time will help you stand out. That's how I grew my business online. It's how I've helped thousands of nutritionists grow their business, is by creating a strong brand that helps you stand out from the next nutritionist. A couple quick tips with how to build a strong brand to start with would include getting a sheet of paper and putting a column, 2 columns. So on the right, you're going to write words that you do use, and on the left, words you don't use. Now, words are powerful, and I know that there's a lot of concepts with imagery and how you want to position yourself, and even what you're sharing with people online. Now, the first step can just start with you saying, what are the words I will use and won't use? Maybe you won't use words like obesity. Maybe you will use words like babe, how you want to refer to people that in your audience. So this can evolve with time, but if you start with just something to refer to as a document, now you can have this in the cloud on your Google Drive, or you can also print this out if you're a pen and paper type of person, and you can refer to this document and build with it. It's not possible to create a brand overnight. So a lot of nutritionists come to me and say, I want to figure this out in an hour, and that's not how it works. So you want to build your brand with feedback and with time, and then be receptive to listening to how people perceive you and what stands out and is unique about you. It's a beautiful process to learn from, and I do have a branding guide that you can grab in the description of this video, and that'll help you get started not only with visual assets, but really feeling confident about creating consistency across the board when you do promote yourself and your business and talk about what you do and how you help people online. The next step, which is also one of my favorites, about starting your nutrition career online from zero, would be focusing on what you're going to sell. This is a pretty common question I get from nutritionists that are interested in starting, but they don't know exactly where to start. Is they come to me, they send me a direct message, or they'll email me and my team and say, I don't exactly know where to start, I don't exactly know what to offer, or maybe they're already selling some consults and sessions, you don't know where to go from there. So there are a lot of options, especially as an online nutritionist, in terms of what you can sell. I will say the easiest and the fastest to pick up would be selling some sessions. So you can do a couple one-off sessions or a bundle. I don't recommend staying there forever, but if you're just getting started and the goal is to move forward and gain some confidence, selling some one-off sessions for the first 5 or 7 times can be a great way for you to build your confidence and not overcomplicate the process. Now, I'm a huge fan of selling packages, and that will require a deeper level of skills on your end when it comes to the sales process, meaning you're selling the package, and also when it comes to the delivery of your service. So you're aware with how to best support your client during that process when they have purchased that duration of time with you. So packages can include a certain amount of sessions for a certain amount of time with a certain amount of in-between support communication. And this is why it's so important to have a contract so that you can protect yourself and your boundaries, as well as make sure you're respecting the other person, your client, who's purchased that service with you. Now, in addition to packages and sessions and the various ways that you can sell your time, there are other options that can require less of your time, which I'm a huge fan of, which can include digital downloads. You can sell courses, memberships, group programming, which is another one of my favorites, and you can do speaking, webinars. I mean, the options are endless. You can even do affiliate marketing. And that's what I love about being an online nutritionist, is that you have so many different ways that you can make money. And it's exciting because it can really fit your needs and your personality. I mean, in your practice, you can even hire a nutritionist under you to coach if you don't want to be the only person doing the coaching. So with those options, remember that you got to start from zero. So you're probably going to start with selling a one-off session or a bundle of sessions. But the biggest mistake I see that nutritionists make, especially in the online world, is that you are constantly selling those one-off or small bundle sessions and you're never increasing your price. So remember, if you do sell something at a lower price that's not bundled or not in a package, you don't want to stay there forever, because you can't create a profitable online nutrition business if you don't increase your prices or shift to a package. So when you're starting, it's okay. But after you've been able to help, let's say 5 or 7 people on that offer, you got to move up and transition and increase your pricing so that you can make sure your business grows with you. If you want to know the top mistakes that online nutritionists make so that you can prevent them and you can create that life that you want while becoming your own boss, I want you to watch this next video on screen.